Welcome to Jack Mashin Stadium. This is a match between El Capitan and the Vaqueros and the Grossmont Foothillers. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg GK Porter for GK Sports. We're at the game. Foothillers in the dark jerseys, and in the white jerseys are the Vaqueros. Richardson makes the save. Ball out on the near side. Foothillers looking for their first victory of the season. Vaqueros have already won one game. Aguilera, the throw-in. And a save by Richardson. First save of the match. Ball out on the far side touchline. Madison Smith. Foul on the play. It'll be a free kick now for the Vaqueros. Just the starting of the match. Sit back and enjoy this one. On the night of the great pitcher from the Grossmont Foothillers is now on the mound for the Padres for the first time ever. Wearing his childhood idol's number. The night before Easter Sunday 2021. Looking at the Max Preps schedule, this was the only game scheduled when I last looked at it. There may have been another one put on the schedule, but nevertheless, not very many. Saturday night before, and it's first time ever for GK Sports ever doing a sporting event the night before Easter. That ball goes out of play. You'll nail your score early on. Foothillers haven't played in a while. They're just trying to get their bearings again. Out there on the pitch. Had a lot of time off. According to the schedule, they'll be back at it on Wednesday against Martyr Day. Aguilera trying to get to it. Giovingo. Sent out by the Vaqueros. It'll be a throw-in. The Foothillers, their right flank. The cross onto the near side. Treating back is Funk, making the play. Showing her speed, be able to track it down. Really good glare this time in the afternoon. Try to do the best we can with it. Aguilera looking for somebody in the central, not able to get that to happen, and the ball is out of play. Sent out by the Vaqueros. Throw in by Taylor. Smith near it as it falls to feet for her. Drops it back to Aguilera. Trying to get it to Carly Kennedy. Not a foul on the play, and it'll be a free kick now for El Capitan. Had a team that went to the playoffs last season. Different team this year. As every year it's a different year, even though the Foothillers have won it last 2 years in Division II and Division I, respectively. As I mentioned before, the DA disbanded, and a lot of these high schools have DA players on them. A different dynamic in the pandemic delayed 2021 season. Check out our website. That's gksports.org, and you can check out all of our social media pages. Normally, this game, if it was live stream, would be on the gksports.org page, as well as the YouTube page. We also film the San Diego High School Cavers, so they have that scenario going on. And hopefully next season, that'll be the case for the Foothillers, like it has been for the last couple years in a row. Early ball now. Foothillers now across and just over top of frame. And it's going to be a touch. It was touched by the Vaqueros, so it's now going to be a corner kick. Last time the Foothillers played the Vaqueros here was under very cloudy skies, and they opened up with a lot of rain and thought the game might be stopped before its conclusion. They played it all the way to the end, if I can recall. Nevertheless, Foothillers did very well in the first half, and basically the game was over with at that point. Richardson able to find that soccer ball. Yeah, as Josh Panga would say, she claims it. And so now, sent down to midfield off of the bounce. Carter Kennedy. Giovingo. Near side. Early ball now for Aguilera. Aguilera sends it into the central now, and it goes right back to the keeper for a save. It looked like Madison Smith had a goal that time, but not quite. A little misfortune that time. It's got to go across the line. Didn't do it before Richardson was able to make the save. Funk looking for Smith, the near side. It's touched down by the Vaqueros. Still 0-0. Nearly 1-0. Foothillers, great territorial is the word I want to say, advantage so far in this match. First 10 minutes or so. The Vaqueros want to try to turn that around a little bit. Having a hard time doing that so far. Knocked out by Carly Kennedy. So it's a throw-in. The Vaqueros. Turnover. And so now it's going to be a free kick for the Vaqueros. Actually, it went out of play, a throw-in. Another whistle. Must have been offsides, and so now it's going to be a free kick for the Foothillers. Funk drives it upfield. Hustling big time on the play. Sarah Funk. Madison Smith. Good ball volley to herself and caroms towards the central. Smith tried to get it, could not. Falls over for the Foothillers again. This is Carly Kennedy. Take it away from her. Free kick coming up for El Cap. Still 0-0. In the last game against Scripps Ranch, it was 0-0 at halftime. And things changed around in the second half. Foul against the Foothillers on that play. Early ball, Aguilera playing defense. Natalie Emery gets her first save of the match. First time touching that soccer ball. Early ball now, onside, and it's a goal! Go, 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 goal! Foothillers getting their first goal of the match. So 1-0, the Foothillers. In the match now, Sarah Strandley, she's 0-0. Another new player on the team for the Foothillers this year, the junior. Foothillers had a real good season last season at home. There's only one game where they did not look as good as they did in most other games, and that was against Granite Hills. But they were able to make up for that in the CIF championship game. Early ball now. Richardson comes out and makes the save. .50-50 ball, and it turns out to be a foul on the Foothillers. A free kick now for El Cap. Saw El Cap play against the Cavers last season. And I mentioned at the outset that the Cavers, or I should say the Vaqueros, were really good last year, and they really handled the Cavers pretty well. Skylar Martinez, the freshman, trying to do something with it, but it's going to turn out to be a throw-in for the Foothillers. Giovingo, Strandley, up forward, Smith, Curtin, Smith. Smith on the run. Smith takes a shot. It's deflected, and then the save is made. One 0. Foothillers enjoying this slim lead. Just couldn't get it to go that time in their offensive attack. Nevertheless, not a bad rush up the field. And those types of things are causing the Vaqueros some problems here in this match. Usually, if you want to be successful in the world's most famous sport, ball with the geometric designs, you can't allow a lot of attacks up the field. Either outnumbered or otherwise. Played to the wide side now. And a cross and a save. It turns out to be a shot. Richardson makes a save. Drives it all the way upfield. Foothillers winning it with Strandley now. Into central. Curtin gets a strike onto it. Curtin pursues it again. That ball is sent upfield by Vaqueros, out of play. Substitutions are going to occur for the Foothillers. 3 players are going to come in. You got Kayla Cecina is going to be in. She's number 11. Number 14, you saw her last year, Cecilia Rosas. And back in is Taylor Aguilera. Or correction. It's a number that we thought we had corrected, but Still not corrected on the roster. Number 24. So hopefully that'll change before we get to the next game. I want to give all the students an opportunity to hear their name if they get out there on the pitch. Emery makes the save. Upfield. Who does it fall for? It falls for the Foothillers. Down the right flank they go. This one might arrive out of play, but no, the Vaqueros have it. And now the Foothillers have it again. This is Smith. Smith, nice controlling the soccer ball to the near side now. Funk going after it. Funk assisted on that great play to Bridget Wilson against Scripps Ranch in the last game. You saw that one, where she was controlling the ball a few times, and then it fell to one of the defenders of Scripps Ranch, and they tried to clear it, and it went right to Bridget Wilson, and she just put it in the back of the net for the lone goal of that match. Collision, and the El Capitan player is down, and Aguilera knows that she's going to be carded on that one. Comes out of the match. Aguilera, one of the 9 seniors. 6 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 1 freshman. And the Foothillers have to hope they don't run into a red card scenario. They have a more than likely a yellow card, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. It's number 5, Aaliyah Thibault. She's a sophomore. Center ref is still deciding on card he's going to give her. Unless he already did and I missed it. Probably was just a yellow card. A violent collision, though. And we hope that Thibault will be all right. Unfortunately, last year, ran into a situation where a West Hills player had to, well, one time here at Jack Mashin Stadium, the late in the season, the keeper had to be tended to. And then there was a concussed scenario over at West Hills where the paramedics had to come and tend to that lady. But it was good to see her the other night playing very well and helping West Hills beat the Cabers. You never want to see an athlete get hurt. But the name of the game in sports a lot of time is physicality. And it goes out of play. You watch this on the second copy, you'll know exactly how much time is left to play in the first half. Do the very second. Ball out of play on this warm Saturday before Easter Sunday. Hopefully you're enjoying this match. 1-0. Back in the old style. Delayed. Player is yellow carded, and that's Smith is coming out of the match. So the senior's coming out. And now Carly Kennedy's back into the match. So two players now have to be very careful because they already have a yellow card. And I believe that hurts you for the next match as well, if you get red carded. Obviously, it hurts you for the immediate match where you come out and your team plays one player down for you young kids. Just to remind you. Early ball, beautiful. Carly Kennedy now, and a save. Kennedy in her bid to put one into the back of the net and get her first goal of the season. Fortunately, because of injury last year, very similar to, well, not quite like Sarah Lopez, because Sarah Lopez will not be back this season, the ACL injury, but Carly did not play as much as she would have liked to last season. But so far in the beginning of this season, she played a lot. Kennedy. And it's an offsides call. So the free kick for El Cap. Skylar Martinez on the near side. Trying to get it that time was Phil Hauer. And it's sent out of play by the Foothillers. Throw in on the near side. Funk. Nice controlling the soccer ball. Herrera sending it toward the central. Carly Kennedy now. And a foul is going to work against El Cap this time. So Carly Kennedy will take the free kick. See which direction she wants to go with it. She's just going to send it toward the 6-yard box, and they were offsides again. Something that we haven't seen if you've been following the Foothillers, maybe alumnus from the past, since we've been live streaming, or if you've been a player. I haven't seen a lot of offsides for Grossmont over the years. So far early on, still trying to get used to each other. A lot of offsides. But that's the dynamics of a year-by-year scenario. New players trying to get used to each other. The coaching staff from Fernando Ramos, Megan Long, and Nick Ager will definitely be working on it, because they are not used to having that. And obviously, it's one of the reasons why they've had a lot of good success. Madison Smith is now coming back into the match. Funk is coming out. Cecina's coming out. Larissa Neal into the match, number 10. One of those fine players from the JV from last season. Now on the varsity. Stranley's pass not able to be handled in the back. It was Rosas driving it up forward. Carly Kennedy, she will head that ball over her head in a backwards motion. No doubt about it. In other words, she could be facing the other direction and then head that ball right where she wants to try to head it at. Really pretty good at that. As well as changing directions on you when you're not paying attention. I think she's going in one direction and she'll be going the other. Hasn't done it so far so much this season, but she's done it in the past. So she has that in her repertoire as Kennedy sending that ball up forward. Richardson at Jack Mashin Stadium. That's why you can hear me a lot better than the last match. We were at Scripps Ranch. Don't have the mask on at home. Different protocols when you go on the road. A lot of you in this county in San Diego, 50 years of age and older, can get the vaccine. And before the end of the month, vaccinefinder.org. That's the website where you can find out where you get the vaccine at. All over the country. Whistle on the play. Stranley will take the free kick for the Foothillers. And off of one bounce, no problem for Richardson. And about 8 minutes left to play in the first half. Foothillers still leading 1-0. As you can see on the scoreboard. Lower left-hand corner. Upper left when you're watching the Cavers matches. Or Grossmont in the future live stream. Joe Musgrove having the night of his life as a kid growing up from San Diego, in this area out here at Grossmont, El Cajon, Mesa area, and going to Grossmont High, being a superstar at Grossmont High, and then making it into the major leagues, and now he's pitching for the Padres. Pitching for the Pirates, the pass, and came Petco Park and was very good at dealing with the Padres when he was pitching for the Pirates. And obviously the Padres staff took notice, brass, and said, hey, we got to get this guy if we ever get a chance. They did so in the offseason. And needless to say, his family still live back here, extremely happy. Smith now on a drive and a save by Richardson. Time running out in the first half. Foothillers nearly had 2 goals. One went off the far post and then ricocheted right back to Richardson. Got some fortune on that play. It would have been 2-0. They have had great territorial advantage in this match. Most of the touches. But in most of their matches in the second half, it becomes a different deal. Not that they get outplayed necessarily, but the other team seems to play better. No matter how well they played in the first half. Talking about the Foothillers. Stranley trying to mark up on the near side. And Herrera just couldn't have a better touch on that one and send it out of play. Substitution is going to occur for the Foothillers. It also is occurring for El Cap. Head coach Paolo Londini. numbers in an orange color. A little more difficult than normal. Phil Howard's back into the match for El Cap. Curtin upfield. Foothillers with possession. Near side. Herrera dispossessed. El Cap. That's Sanchez. Pass intercepted. Goes out of play. Foothillers will throw it in. Herrera, Monser will throw it in. Senior. Gets it into Giovingo, and Giovingo now to Carly Kennedy. On the far side. They continue with the attack. Curtin now. Swings it back. Down the right flank. Cut inside. Back to Curtin. There's a shot, and Richardson will make the save. Just a few minutes left to play in the first half. 1-0 to Foothillers. Enjoying the lead. Trying to get their first victory of this pandemic delayed season of 2020-2021. Playing in the springtime. Normally it's during late November and December, January and February, playoffs in March. Not this time around because of the pandemic. Throwing now for El Cap. Trying to work something in the waning moments of the first half. Not able to handle it at that time was Millsap. Really haven't had much touches in the first half. And that's to their undoing. At least for one goal in this match. Don't forget to subscribe to us. Turn on the notifications. At GK Sports on YouTube. We appreciate it. Don't have to worry about a buffering situation like those other guys. Here's an early ball down the right flank. Carly Kennedy. And it's out of play. And this video is in not only high def, it's in 4K. Don't know if those other guys do that. Some might say, well, when I see it, it doesn't look like it is. Give it some time. YouTube has the ability to turn it right into that. And they give you an option if you want to watch it that way. Foothillers now trying to see if they can sneak one in before the end of the first half. Don't have much time. It's got to be quick. Good passing. Curtin now. Up forward. Carly Kennedy just could not hold on to it. And they marked her well that time, though, and that's why. Funk retreating back. Monser. Pressure taken away. El Cap maybe with their last opportunity. Taken away. Sent out of play. It's cleared and they will have an opportunity to throw it in though. Right outside the 18. Center ref will be looking at his watch pretty soon here. Foothillers trying to make sure they don't give up the slim lead. The throw in. Funk. Teammate sends it upfield. Intercepted by El Cap. And Emery makes the save. Lines it up. Only had a couple of those here in this first half. Midfielders have done a good job for the Foothillers, as well as the attackers. But you can see how El Cap may have more chances in the second half. Get a chance for Coach Lundini to talk to him about some things and see what happens in the second half. Right now, it's been all dominated by the Foothillers. Funk towards the central, or pass is intercepted. Nobody there on that attempted pass for El Cap, and that's the end of the first half. So the Foothillers will have the 1-0 lead. Stick around. We'll be back with more action in the second half. But first, check out these highlights of the first half on the second copy. Early ball now. Foothillers now across and just over top of frame. Aguilera sends it into the central now, and it goes right back to the keeper for a save. Early ball now. On sides, and it's a goal! Go, 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 goal! Put it in the back of the net for the lone goal of that match. Collision, and the Foothillers have to hope they don't run into a red card scenario. They have a more than likely a yellow card, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Early ball, beautiful. Harley Kennedy now, and a save. Kennedy in her bid to put one into the back of the net and get her first goal of the season. Her teammate sends it upfield. Intercepted by El Cap. And Emery makes the save. Lines it up. Action set to get underway here in the second half. The Foothillers will be going from left to right, and El Capitan, the Vaqueros, will be going from right to left. 1-0, the Foothillers lead as we get ready to start the second half. Shift color for all you sailors out there, past and present. We're underway. Rodriguez tries to go after it, couldn't get it. Here's Funk now on a run on the near side for Bridget Wilson. Got intercepted. Givingo with the soccer ball. It's taken away by El Cap. Upfield, Funk gives it back to Emery. Soccer a lot of times is a tale of two halves, so be aware of that. Even though the Foothillers have a 1-0 lead. Trying to look for their first victory of this new season. Here in their third game. They have 1 loss and 1 tie so far. Ball sent out of play. And it's going to be a throw in for El Cap. And actually it's a free kick. Missed the foul. So free kick coming up for El Cap. Vaqueros on the move. It's taken away by the Foothillers. Smith. Vaqueros. Bridget Wilson lets it go. Goes for it on the near side. It goes out of play. Taylor Aguilera will throw it in. Seniors had a lot of good years here at Jack Mashin Stadium, playing with these Grossmont Foothillers. Carly Kennedy plays it right to Bridget Wilson, but Bridget decided to take it as a shot and was off to the left of the keeper. It's going to be a foul as Mozzie is dumped. Don't know if she's related to the business. Spelling is pretty much the same. Vaqueros with it. Get it up forward. Must have been a handball. Funk will get it started. Free kick. Off the bounce, Carly Kennedy now gets a touch onto the soccer ball. And it's in out of play. Mozzie gives it to her teammate. Lost a lot of seniors. A lot of good talent did El Cap last season. One of their best seasons in a long time last season. Still have a chance in this one. They're only down by 1 goal, 1-0. Bridget Wilson drops it off there to Payan. Payan connects with it again. Other side of the field for Carly Kennedy. There's a step over. Carly, a good passer, gets it to Smith and Bridget Wilson. And a shot and a goal! Go, 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 goal! 2-0. Smith, Bridget Wilson, in the job done. Carly Kennedy started it from the left flank. Really good passer. Maybe definitely one of the best passers for the Foothillers since we've been filming them. And this is the 4th season when she's been out there on the pitch. Obviously. Which in lies the fact that they would have liked to have her a lot more on the pitch. But Kira Smingy, the same way. In her years that we filmed her on this team, now playing at UCI, University of California at Irvine. Might have got some playing time against my niece's team, Cal State Fullerton. And also Mia Foster, who plays on same team. Both a couple of freshmen. Had talented high school careers. And club careers at that. Sanchez playing out to the right flank. But Smith ranging over there, making a play on it. It's going to be a throw-in, though, for El Cap. Smith hustling. Funk has control of it from the back. The stalwart this year. The defensive side. And taken away from Carly Kennedy. Sent all the way back to keeper. Richardson goes off to her right. El Cap. And they send it out of play. Trying to go up the field. Trying to secure it that time was Rosas couldn't do it, and then it goes all the way upfield. Emery has it. Plays it all the way across midfield again. Foothillers haven't had to play too much in their own half. Leading 2-0 here in the second half, early parts of it. Hopefully you're enjoying this match from Jack Mashin Stadium. I'm Greg K. Porter. For GK Sports, we're at the game. Be another match coming up Wednesday for the Foothillers. We're playing Marta Day. Funk now. And that ball is sent out of play. That is a rescheduled match. That was supposed to already have happened. And Foothillers getting a lot of time off because of it. Healing up any wounds they have and back out on the pitch now. Played out to the left and out of play. El Cap now with an offensive sequence here. That's Phil Howard throwing it in. That was Curtin sending that ball upfield. Carly Kennedy putting pressure. Carly Kennedy winning the soccer ball now. Kennedy taking a shot, and Richardson is going to make the save. On the near side, Vaqueros, but now they give it away again to the Foothillers. Bridget Wilson trying to work for Giovingo, but she could not control it. So Funk runs onto it. Kirsten Funk doing the job in the back. Her sister number 18, Sarah. She comes out there. Smith. Carly Kennedy running it down now. Gets a touch onto it. And will get called for a foul. A couple players already have yellow cards for the Foothillers. They have to be careful. Next card they will be out of the match, and Foothillers will play one player down. This one's a little bit too high. Why, Smith. Sun setting down in the west. A nice warm day, but it was much warmer earlier in the week. Kennedy getting a break. Coming into the match now is Olivia Hunter. Saw her all the way from her junior varsity days. She's a senior now. El Cap on the near side. Dodge to the central, but they couldn't go any further. Good play in the back by the Foothillers. The header. Brought down here, Smith. Controls the ball nicely, gives it over to Hunter. Hunter just decides to take it from distance, but it was offside. It'll be a free kick. Or actually, that ball went out of play is what it was. So Hunter will try to make the run and keep it in again this time, but not able to do so, so it'll be a throw-in for El Capitan. Don't know how many of the seniors on this team for El Cap were here a couple of years ago when it was pouring rain. A lot different scenario today. But the score scenario is pretty much almost the same. Of course, the Foothillers would say the same similar thing when they had to play Costa Canyon last year. Hadn't played them in a couple years, and last time they played them up there, it was one of those deals where it didn't work out. And Megan Long going after soccer ball. She's the AC now. Or AD, I mean. Congratulations to her. I believe that's Phil Howard back in the match again. El Cap. Foothillers are going to throw it in, as it was last touched out by El Cap. So the Vaqueros have to play some defense now and see what the Foothillers can do. Leading by 2. Smith has control of it. We lose sight of it there. In a corner. And touched out, it'll be a corner kick. So corner kick now. Let's see what the Foothillers do with the set piece. And it's 2-0 affair. Line drive in the central of the box. Falls, and there's a foul against the Foothillers. Free kick now for El Cap. Upfield, intercepted. That's Curtin again. Long ball played for El Cap up forward. On the early ball, it's sent behind frame. And not a bad counterattack for the Vaqueros. They still have time to try to get a draw out of this match, but they have to have a lot more possessions and a lot more threatening plays. do so. And nullify the foothillers' same opportunities. Because if that's not going to be the case, then this one will be in the hands of Grossmont foothillers. Which would mean they get their first victory of the season. Richardson sending it back to Chase. Up forward, Phil Howard trying to control it. Can't do it. Here's Smith now trying to get it and sends it just past the far post. Nearly 3-0. Smith wasn't marked well enough, and she got a good strike on that soccer ball and nearly put it past Richardson in the back of the net. Substitution. Again, the player 24. Don't quite have that number written on our roster, so don't know which player that is. And hopefully in the next game we'll have that corrected. Tried to correct it for this one, but didn't work out that way. Going to be a goal kick. Working on about halfway through the second half of this match, which is not a good sign for El Capitan. Friendly, and then in the near side, Hunter. Be a goal kick. Well, the Padres have started off well this season. Only played a couple of games. Their third game as of tonight. Last I heard they were ahead. Joe Musgrove on the mound. The great from right here, Grossmont High School back in the day. Heard that when spring training was over, he came over here and surprised the baseball team, the Foothillers. What a great surprise that was. Some of them might not have even known he was on the team, on the Padres. That's motivation, though. You come from about any school and maybe one day make it to the major leagues. Depends on how things work out for you. Of course, you have to put in the other part of it, the equation. You got to keep your dreams alive. I know all about that. That's why I'm bringing this match to you. GK Sports continue to do so around the county. Got some requests already in the early part of the season, just not able to handle them yet. But check us out at gksports.org. Top of the page for the social media pages. I believe Gianvingo was knocked down and no call. That's exactly what was the case. Gianvingo knows all about that. It's happened before right here, Jack Mashing Stadium. Funk trying to make a big play. Here's a shot, and Richardson couldn't give up a rebound that time because there was Olivia Hunter trying to get her first goal of the season. Kirsten Funk on the intercept and goes back to get it. Sends it off the El Cap player. So Herrera will go and get it. It's under 18 minutes left to play in the match. 2-0. Sent back to Richardson. In the corner, the shot, and off the side of frame. Substitution that just came in for El Cap. That's Ryan Sanchez into the match. Two 2-0, the Foothillers still enjoying the lead. Playing at home, trying to get their first victory of the season. Herrera, her cross is intercepted. Back with it is Sanchez. Taken away again by the Foothillers. Herrera now with it. Monser sends it forward but did not connect with her teammate Giovingo. So Richardson gets it started again for her Vaqueros, was taken away by Funk. Played to the far side for the Foothillers. It's out of play. That was Torella, who will now throw it in. Substitution packages will get going again. Cecina is back into the match, and Carly Kennedy is back into the match. Torello is going to throw it in. Sanchez, Real Cap. Crossed. Funk runs onto it. And Funk, heavy touch that time and taken away, but Carly Kennedy with it now as the Foothillers on the counterattack, and Smith just went off her cleat. She was wide open that time. And it goes out of play. Off the Foothillers. Skylar Martinez will go retrieve it. And we'll throw it in for El Cap. Vaqueros now with the foul, and it'll be a free, or actually, they didn't control it. It's out of play in a far side touchline. Throw in by Foothillers. Herrera. Kennedy. Funk. Tried to bring it down. Couldn't control it. Back the other way, El Cap, but now they gave it back up to the Foothillers. Then they get it back. Madison Smith now controlling. Smith under a little pressure there, but cuts it inside. Can't go across the field to Funk. There's a player there for El Cap. Smith wants to try to get it. So did Giovingo. She couldn't get it. But here now is Herrera. Kirsten Funk coming up from the back. And it's touched out by El Cap. Looking for Giovingo. She has it now from Smith. And her shot is off target. Two 0, the Foothillers lead. Again, I was talking about those social media pages, the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram. Check us out. That's a daily scenario there. What we're doing. As opposed to these games, these high school teams of Grossmont and San Diego High School Cabers. Smith now, and it's off the hands of the keeper, but she had good coverage that time on the backside, or else it would have been 3-0. Back on a counterattack, El Cap. Trying to make something happen. Millsap. Ball goes out of play. So as the lights take more and more effect, and that ball is out of play, it works in the favor of the Foothillers every time it goes out. Time goes off that clock. About 10 minutes left to play in the match. Foothillers leading 2-0. Greg K. Porter, happy to be with you for GK Sports. We're at the game. Next week you get to hear not only myself, but Josh Pangan with the Cavers next week. And those will be live streamed. Here's Jennifer Giovingo, the senior, on the cross, looking for Funk. She never got it. Instead, El Cap go up forward, but it's taken away by the other Funk. And just sends a ball right at Richardson for the save. Try to keep Richardson honest. Coming up from the back. And when I say that, sometimes keepers are thinking something else, daydreaming. They can get caught. I've seen it happen, even at the highest of levels. Sent out of play, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Foothillers. So good movement up the field for Grossmont High. Now they're going to get an opportunity with the set piece on the near side. Eight minutes and some change left to play in this one. Obviously, if you're El Capitan, you can't afford to give up another goal. On the backside, it's brought down. The header, and it's in the back of the net. A goal! Go, 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 go! Funk puts it into the back of the net. That's Sarah Funk, and it is now 3-0. Sarah, the senior, like that little after celebration. Different. Wholesale substitutions for the Vaqueros. And unless the Foothillers totally collapse in the rest of the remaining minutes of this game, which are very few, it's a victory, their first one of the season. And another loss for the Vaqueros, who having a tough time early on, only able to get one victory. Although the Foothillers only have one, but they'll be 1-1-1 as opposed to 1 victory and 3 losses for El Cap. Here they come again now. Sarah Funk becoming quite a player on this Foothiller team. Giovingo's shot. Sarah Funk upfield. Carly Kennedy for a blast! And Carly Kennedy to goal! Go, 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 go! And Carly Kennedy gets her first goal of the season. Tried to get one last year. Didn't happen. But now she's got one this year in her senior season. How many she'll get, we'll find out. That's got to be a good measure of satisfaction there. Aguilera comes out of the match. Wholesale substitution. Kennedy gets a round of applause, along with Madison Smith, who played great. He's got a goal. And Giovingo coming out. So the attack was able to get him a victory tonight. 4-0. Now your score with that Carly Kennedy goal after Funk just scored. Of course, El Cap changed their keeper, put a different keeper into the match. Bridget Wilson now, the shot and a save. Just a few minutes left to go in the match. Strandley now. Sarah collides with Bridget Wilson. And Sarah's the taller player, and Bridget kind of said, oh, that didn't feel too good. And that one is sent off to the right. Sarah Strandley, she'll be back for one more season when we get to the fall, as she's a junior this year. Of course, Bridget Wilson, the sophomore, a couple more seasons. Instrumental in helping them win one game in the tournament in December, drawing a penalty kick for her team. Mia Foster putting it in the back of the net. Also had some other good runs during the season whenever she got in there as a freshman. As you can see, much more dynamic now here in her sophomore season. Throw in for El Cap. Far side touchline. Down 4-0. They do get a run, but Emery comes off her line. Not going to let that one go into the back of the net. Players getting some playing time with the last minute or so left. Foothillers have played well tonight against a team that is not the same team of last year. Took advantage of that, Foothillers. Of course, the Cavers had the same thing when they got an opportunity to play against Mar Vista the other night. They'll be back online again on Wednesday, as they destroyed the Mariners. I believe it was 10-0. Put them all the way up to in the top, I believe it was the top 5 of Division II rankings. This victory will move the Foothillers up. Don't know how many spots, but we'll find out. Here's Funk now. It's Kirsten Funk now, the defender. And a nice line drive. Find out if the backup keeper can handle that one, and she does. And Kirsten's played well in the back, making things happen. Now here's her sister now, heading forward, weaving her way now. And Sarah stopped there, but still tries to pursue it. And a whistle is blown. She's a little bit too aggressive. But it doesn't really matter at this point as far as the nature of the outcome of this game. Just waiting for the double whistle as the Foothillers come home and get their first victory of the season in their first home game of the season. Good way to do it, especially for the newcomers. Playing in the blue and the yellow. The home jerseys. Here's Funk. Successful home jerseys. Over the last number of years that we've been filming them. Surely before that. And when you win 2 back-to-back CIF championships, it takes it on to a different level. Here's another shot. And good run on the outside. Center ref will be looking at his watch. Funk. And sent up forward. Remember, we did have that player that was down. Just for a moment. Extra time. Save. This game will, as you know, if you saw the first one, Scripps Ranch game, it will appear with the instant replays and the highlights a few days later. But you get a chance to see the raw version of it within 24 hours. So look for that on gksports.org, the raw version of the game. No instant replays or highlights in that one. Very similar to the live stream. That's going to do it. From Jack Mashin Stadium, the Foothillers get their very first victory of the season in their first home game of the season. Final score in a big way, 4-0 over the Vaqueros of El Capitan. We hope you enjoyed the match. Don't forget to check out gksports.org. It's easy to do, and to be able to see our Facebook page. That's updates always of sports every day for a good 11 hours a day. Of course, the Twitter page, a conversation there. Instagram, some good pictures. Our VP doing a fine job with that. Transformed it from what it used to be. And also, don't forget to subscribe to us on this GK Sports YouTube channel. I'm Greg K. Porter saying take care of yourself. Have a wonderful holiday. And don't forget to wear your mask and everything. And hopefully, in a very short future, we will be able to get back to normality. It's getting closer around San Diego County and the country. Just a little bit longer. So long from Jack Mashin Stadium in El Cajon. Early ball now. Foothillers now across and just over top of frame. Aguilera sends it into the central now, and it goes right back to the keeper for a save. Early ball now, on sides, and it's a goal! Go, 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 goal! And it went right to Bridget Wilson, and she just put it in the back of the net for the lone goal of that match. And the Foothillers have to hope they don't run into a red card scenario. They have a more than likely a yellow card, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Early ball, beautiful. Carly Kennedy now. And a save. Teammate sends it upfield. Intercepted by El Cap. And Emery makes the save. Lines it up. There's a step over. Carly, a good passer, gets it to Smith and Bridget Wilson. And a shot and a goal! Go, 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 go! Control it. Can't do it. Here's Smith now trying to get it and sends it just past the far post. Grossmont and San Diego High School Cabers. Smith now, and it's off the hands of the keeper, but she had good coverage that time on the backside, or else it would have been 3-0. On the backside, it's brought down, the header, and it's in the back of the net, a goal! Go, 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 go! Funk puts it into the back of the net. That's Sarah Funk, and it is now 3-0. Giovinco's shot. Sarah Funk upfield, Carly Kennedy for a blast, and Carly Kennedy, the goal!